so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill.
Oh my God, missing tackle.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
No, wrong playbook.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Check. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Watkins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams.
Oh, got me.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Ryan now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Back to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I should never call that time.
Falcons
What am I
going to use their
doing?
third and final timeout as they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's got a first down and much more.
What am I doing? Yo!
Touchdown, Falcons.
Crazy.
Calvin Ridley, 33 yards.
That's time.
As his guys have taken the lead
No
here in the
panicking.
final 2 minutes.
I missed this.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here
I
late, but
miss
not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. He'll look to throw.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing. Right
Oh, what am I doing? I got that.
Another good
I got
pickup.
that.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to
I
knock
haven't
that
done
one
that.
free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east,
If you cut
west,
that one
north,
in,
south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
So,
It's all
I
right.
thought you were on the field, but okay, I see you. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Butker now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I got another like 16, 17 timeouts. Yep, it's over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course.
I can't challenge you. I'm ready.
No one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all. And, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
It was a good game, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He got me.
Attack!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that many times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
I'm gonna have to pay one more. That was a good one. I'm not gonna give. I need one more to. Hope I had to play with the dude with the mic, bro. Not toxic, bro.
I will not crash. Stop me. Tenfold. Copy. End zone. Watch me. Celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought it could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to leash some of
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, yo. Sam, you don't got a mic. You know what I'm going to do to you?
Ready, like 25. Let's go,
Okay.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, you can stop
gain
me,
of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey, Tuesday.
On first down, Ryan.
Oh!
Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines.
I'm going to challenge that, man. I can't even challenge. What the heck? I am ready, man. See, this try to do, bro. I pause it, bro. This...
Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I know the challenge. It's
first down, Freeman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Ito Smith, his first carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, you're not stopping me. I got feelings.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
I told you watch it,
into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is on 2nd down. It's Freeman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up the hole, and the quarterback got
It's that easy, man.
Lions throw caught by Jones. And he is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 38 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Too able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36 for an offensive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made
so lucky,
man.
Look at time out. I would have smacked you. I would have smacked you, but I get ball though. I get ball back. No,
36 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Oh, shit.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Throwing is Wilson, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get to field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
You better me.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
A tough time. Not really, bro.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Here's Wilson.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Let's go.
It's Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead they're going on fourth down.
Disrespecting me.
To throw is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He makes score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
I can't calm down.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play
No,
to give
buddy.
themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some
Big
experience and
general.
some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Freeman again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
20.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, no. I don't expect.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end.
I wasn't worried, bro.
For the Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Play action. Now
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of the defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Dancing to his left.
Give me that.
It's
good defense.
Pete Carroll rolled the dice.
Good defense. What you gonna do? Man. That's an... Decline. I gotta decline it, boy. Decline. Decline, bro. You can leave the game. You can leave the game. Like, if you want to quit, quit. Oh, yeah. Yo, Fanny quits right here, man. I want to play one more. I don't know. Should I play? Well, that is my last one. I hope this person has a mic.